Hey everyone, so tonight we're doing a review on the Marvel Legends Series 7 Silver Centurion Iron Man by Toy Biz. After reviewing the Walgreens exclusive Silver Centurion Iron Man, I realized I actually have never reviewed this figure. Hopefully he spins all the way around. This will be the second take. He typically tends to fall. But it's a very cool figure, and there's a lot of neat details that aren't typically on, there are not on the Walgreens one. So once he finishes up his 360, we will check out the rocket first and then go into the figure. All right, so checking out the front here, you got this nice little guard that's kind of clips right over his face, but you can see some good detail. You get nice black hoses connecting into these front pieces here, but it's nice, shiny red plastic, or red paint, I should say. I don't know why I said plastic, but it is red plastic. But anyway, it's got a nice, really cool black wash over this here. You can see on the sides here, it kind of gets all in the grooves. It just adds that more depth. You can kind of see where the extra kind of got put in there. But overall, I think that looks really good. It gives it that nice, used, worn look. You can see some of the buttons there where the hoses go. I think the hoses look really cool, by the way. I think those look really nice. And then it just kind of has the hinge. Otherwise, right here on the inside of the rocket, it's pretty boring. You do have some black little vents here. And then coming out, he has, this is actually a little bit of metal, some hinges on the hand grips here when he holds onto the rocket. We got the black grips, and he's got rotation right there. I'm going to go over a little bit of articulation on this accessory. And he does have a hinge on the arm, and it also rocks up and down. Anyway, you got the top of the rocket here. It is more of a kind of a gunmetal top. You got the black fins with even some scuffing on there, which is really cool. Kind of gives it that nice worn look, and a little red around the top. And then coming down here, it does have this hole here. If you're wondering why, it's actually made for a thumbtack. So the thumbtack can slide in there, and you can actually pin them on the wall on the rocket and have them as displayed that way, which Toy Biz is notorious for doing that at the bases, which is really cool. It's a neat way to be able to display them. Be able to just pin them on the wall. I think that's awesome. Anyway, on the side of the rocket here, it's just a flat light gray plastic with the black, and then it just says Stark. You got some more vents. Something on this side, you got Stark. It does have some more red. I don't think, yeah, this side has black. This side's got the red. But, or the red's down below. This one does not have the red. Sorry about that. And then anyway, on the bottom of like the booster here, or the engine, it's got a nice black paint, but it's got all that scuffing again, that nice silver paint applications. And you get the bottom of the rocket. I just think, I love it when they did this. They did this on the Sentinel. It just looks so good. But there we go. That's the accessory. I spent a lot of time on that. I hope you guys don't mind. Now looking at Iron Man, he does definitely have a flat gray faceplate. We got the nice black around the mouth here, but I believe it's, yeah, it's all, the mouth's got black paint, but you can see on the eyes, they are hollowed out so that you can actually see Tony Stark's eyes, but it's pretty dark in there, which is actually really cool because it's actually, like, you can see through it, but, and this is pretty pliable. And the Tony Stark head, I think, looks really cool. He's just got more of a serious look. His little mustache, good flesh tone, eyes are looking straight forward. But it's just neat to be able to see him in there, right? And then this doesn't really clip in, it just sits in there, but it always holds. It just never has failed me and fallen off or anything like that. But it does have a nice, shiny, almost like a candy apple red, looks really good. On the side here, you got some vents. But again, it's got that nice black wash to kind of give it some more detail. You can see it around the creases here. And then coming down here, you get some more of that black wash along his shoulders. You got the nice silver arc reactor and some silver on the pins here. And he does have that flat silver. It's not like chrome or super shiny or anything like that. But I just love that black wash. You can even see it on the silver here. It just gives it some, kind of grime. Like it's, used, he's been through some stuff with this suit. It's really cool. Same thing on the belt around here. Get a nice black wash over there and on the inside of the body. Otherwise, this is all nice and smooth. You can see some of the pouches here. And you can tell like this figure is a little older. You can see some of the reds a little faded compared. I haven't had this in the sun. I think it's just kind of, this is from 2004, I believe. So this figure, it's old. And then coming down here, got the nice arc reactor, or not the arc reactor, repulsor right there. Looks good. It's just silver paint. I think the hands look really cool. On this side, you can see some more. I just love the detail Toy Biz gives their figures. And then same thing on the legs here, you can see some more of that black wash. And coming down the boots, you can see some more black wash, not just red. Just looks really cool. All right, so going to articulation, I will be gentle with this figure. He looks left and right. Up and down, it's not really existent. His head will definitely hit all this whole collar piece, but you can definitely look around. It is kind of looking up, but you don't have a good range. It does have armpit joints, so you can see here. Got the little hinge, it's flipping around. You can definitely see. And if you force it too far, like I've done with a long time ago with my Magneto, you will snap that. It does have ball joints in the shoulders, moves down, forward, and back. It does have an upper bicep swivel, nice double jointed elbows. It does have, I thought he had wrist rotation, does not. Sorry about that, getting a little blurry. He does have a hinge at the wrist. He also has the hand waving articulation. He does have an ab joint here. It rotates. The top one's very stuck in there, but the bottom does rotate. But there is a joint right up in there. Kicks up not that much, spreads pretty far. It's got an upper thigh swivel, nice double jointed knees, boot rotation. Also ankles move down. They move up. He does have nice old school ankle rockers there and toe articulation. And he does have 2 peg holes at the bottom of his feet. All right, I'll show you guys how tall Silver Centurion Iron Man is. Really quick, I'll show you him with the rocket on. So you can kind of see it does kind of cover up most of his face, but he can definitely still see. It just plugs into his belt there. And then if you press it up in there, you can get those pegs to actually slot into the rocket itself. And you can grip onto his handles and off he goes. Very cool. All right, I'll show you guys how tall he is. All right, so he stands, whoops, a little over 6 inches tall. And then like you saw before, if you watched the Walgreens review, here he is next to the Walgreens exclusive Silver Centurion Iron Man. And then the Iron Mans that he shares the body from is Series 1 Toy Biz. Bring him on in there so you can see the same upper body. And then here he is next to the gold variant. I do not have the Walmart exclusive stealth variant of the same body mold. And then for fun, here is the Mojo Wave Mark 1 Iron Man non-variant. And then one of the more modern Iron Mans that we've gotten in the past, or just more recently during the Black Panther wave. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this review looking back on this older Toy Biz Marvel Legend Iron Man. I think it's a great figure. I say pick him up if you see him, especially for a decent price and he's in good shape. It seems to be a lot of that red paint does fade. So if you find one with good red paint, and I don't know how interested you are in the base. I don't use the base when displaying him in my Hall of Armor. So I just think it's a fantastic figure. And it's definitely worth picking up some of those old Toy Biz ones when you see them. Because they're just going to be harder and harder to find over time because they're getting up there in age. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe if you haven't. Take care.